Welcome back to Vestaangelstarot Incorporated. This is going to be your Vestascope for March the 25th, 2021. So I want to come back today and give you some type of messages. Now, I put the title of Feeling Restless, and we talked about that yesterday. We had Jupiter to pop out. Bottom of the deck is the moon, and what is that? 11th house. So some of you could be Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, or Sag. Hey, Reese. Or you can have it in your chart. Now, 11th house is Aquarius. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Aquarius also. So some of you could still have it in your chart. You don't have to, but these energies could be what you are picking up or exuding or acting like, or you're getting business done as these zodiac signs. Okay. So remember, when we're talking about zodiac signs, you don't actually have to be one of those, but the alignment in your chart, the alignment of the planets of what's going on right now, these could be some of the energies of a zodiac sign that you need to pick up, that you're acting like, that you're exuding. Because remember, you're more than one zodiac sign. You're all four elements of the earth. Okay. Air, water, fire, and earth. Right. So fire is your energy. When you take action, when you complete something, when you are doing exercises, when you are participating in some type of physical activity, like golf or tennis or basketball or baseball. Okay, that's your action side of yourself. That's the fire sign coming out of you, right? And for us who have children, or loving your mother, loving your father, your brother, your sister, that's the water side of you. When you use your emotions, the moon. Okay. So that's why I said you don't necessarily have to be a Cancer or a Pisces, but some of you are in your emotional element. You can be thinking about something very hard, very emotional. We also have, thank you, angels, the full moon coming up in like 3 days or so. Okay. Um, Again, the earth element of you is you putting money aside, taking care of your resources, thinking about stability, building your home. Don't necessarily have to be from the ground up, but keeping shelter, um, putting your money aside or spending money on things, being very practical, trying to find a deal, all of that is earth. Right. And then, like I said, of course, you have the air, which is your thoughts, your mental capacity, the way you think. Hey, Stagner, and etc. Right. Okay. So we have Sag. We're in Pisces right now for me, Vedic Sidereal. Whether you think so or not. Okay, that's just me. We will be, for me, Aries season in April the 16th. So we got a little bit more ways to go. But some of you still could be a Cancer. And we have Aquarius, the 11th house. Now, 11th house is Uranus, right? So that's your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. Some of you are emotionally thinking about it very much, about what you want to accomplish right now. You can just be thinking about it. Jupiter is here to actually help you and to back you in granting, whether it's money, whether it's opportunities, whether it's by networking, meeting a right person. It also could be Jupiter is in your chart, or Jupiter is aspecting your zodiac sign right now because it's sitting in another zodiac sign, right? Okay, so let's keep moving here. Some of you are reconnecting with your friends or really thinking about going out with your friends. It can be the weekend. I know this is a general reading. Okay, so all of us are different ages. So I'm not categorizing anybody, but a lot of people are thinking about spring break. Florida is not the only place that is in the world that people will do spring break, or just to get away for a weekend, decide to take time off, or has that time off to take their family somewhere for their summer, spring vacation. It's just going to be different for everybody. Hey, Stagner. Okay. Now, a lot of you are feeling restless, like you're thinking about all this, but you may not just have the energy to do so right now, and you're really not taking action to complete anything. And that also could be because of Rahu and Mars sitting in Taurus. Some of you are action oriented right now, and some of you are just really feel like a horse, for example, inside of a china cabinet, or inside of a tea house, a teacup house. You have the energy, but you just feel a lot restless. A lot of you could also just be, just dreaming, hoping, wishing. Some of you are connecting with friends or family, talking about different blessings or different opportunities that are coming up for you. And again, y'all know I do predictions, so if you don't see it or feel it right now, you can. Now, a lot of you can be feeling the restlessness, because we also had that come out yesterday. And some of you are feeling the opposite. Okay. Now, by me having an Aries moon, it's not affecting me as it could be somebody that is actually a Sag, or a actual Taurus, or a Cancer, or somebody like that. Okay, because moon for me is my emotions and feelings, and by being an action sign, it don't, that right now with Rahu being in Taurus, it don't have the same effect on me as other people. So I don't feel restless. You get me? Some of you may, where that you're thinking more than taking action. Okay. Now, y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, even last month, I kept saying when we get closer to Aries season, you're going to want to take action then. I kept saying some of you may not be taking action right now. And I kept saying this a couple of weeks ago. I kept saying this a couple of months ago. I said, you may not feel it right now, but the closer we get, and I kept saying after or during spring equinox, the sense of renewal, it's going to be time to get up and go. We're going to be very much more busy than we were now. Hey, MM. Okay. So let me put out a couple of these for you. Some of you, look at that, leadership, an action-oriented card. And I think we had this come out the other day in reverse, actually. Take charge of the situation. And that's because of Mars. Okay? Mars wants you to get up, go out there and get it. Now, I'm not speaking in terms because of the pandemic, being unsafe, without no mask. Y'all grown, y'all know, y'all get what I'm saying, right? But when these opportunities or things that are unfolding or happening for you, that Jupiter also is bringing towards your way, it's going to cause you to take leadership and to take charge and to go after, okay, for that growth and expansion, because it's not going to happen by itself. So if you was to take leadership, take ownership, and to plant these seeds as the spring equinox, right? For spring, bring May flowers. Some of you will have the growth that you're looking for and expecting, the hope, the wishing and dream, the reaction that you want, what you're going to get, the blessing, the good fortune. By you planting these seeds now, taking leadership, you're going to get it. Okay. Some of you will be this year. Some of you, you plant the seed in March, April of this year for the growth and the expansion for next year. You're going to have to do it at some time. Okay. So the leadership also could be going after a job opportunity. You're not going to get it if you don't apply for it. How can you have the growth and expansion in your employment or what you're looking for, a leadership position, a manager, a floor lead, a shift lead, however it is for you? You're going to have to apply for it to get it. And then some of you are just more wishing and hoping than actually taking charge of the situation and doing something about it. Now, whatever I'm speaking of, it could be different for everybody in whatever area that you are having a challenge or a conflict in. Now, and for some of you, it can be relationships. So we have undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So some of you are taking leadership over your own life when it comes to relationship, partnership. You're very emotional on how you feel about the situation right now, whether it's a past person, a current person, or even you taking charge of your life right now for your future. You also could be taking charge of the situation by deciding to make a decision to want growth and expansion for yourself. And as you do that as a whole, is going to branch out in other things in your life, including partnership. Some of you still have undying love or heart chakra filled with love for somebody. And you may just take charge over yourself right now and just be like, hey, I can't be with this person anymore, or not right now. I'm really looking for growth and expansion for myself, for a business, for my entrepreneurship, or in my line of business. Some of you may be working somewhere and you're ready to switch to another type of job because this job keeps you very emotionally or very emotional. You can get this wish, see transformation. Again, the butterfly, some of you could be Scorpio. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. The great blessings, not just about the growth and expansion here, but also the blessings and granting of the good fortune from Jupiter. Okay, now Jupiter is masculine energy for husband, and which you have an undying love. Some of you have already taken charge of your life by setting yourself free from a person or a situation, or this is something that you're still contemplating on to do, because I do have the moon card here. Okay, so some of you are still having a challenging time with facing the shadow side of yourself when it comes to your emotions, on how you feel about a certain situation and or person. But all of us always goes through a transformation. I don't care who they are. No money in the world can stop a transformation on a person. Okay, and we all have it. We all go through it. We all go through it multiple times a year, multiple times, several years. You just don't do it one time and it's over. No. Past life. The situation involves your past life memories. And see, this is what I was kept saying about the moon card over here. Okay. Some of you are still triggered by a person that you feel is still connected to you through past life. Some of you are taking leadership on how to cut that cord, how to cut that soul tie. You're doing research. You're defending. Some of you are defending your emotions. Some of you are accepting your emotions. That even though you have undying love for a situation and a person, you value, by taking leadership for yourself, that you see and need more growth and expansion in your life. You're saying that, like it says here, the love is going to be eternal because it's still coming from past life. Okay, but you had to transform. You started to see that your freedom, 11th house of Aquarius, your freedom is everything. You also wanted your love to mean something. Let me get y'all one more, and then I'm gonna put something down here. You're just going through a transformation. Some of you may just be starting out. Some of you are farther ahead than others. We're all on different paths. But a lot of you are realizing the past life connection with this person, but you just had to transform. You realized that you could not stay stuck in that type of situation or stay stuck as that same type of person. Jupiter, Saturn, also, and Mars and Venus was urging you to transform, to transition. You started to see that a situation was not stable as you thought it was. The more you kept having undying love for the person, the more you seen past life memories that the situation was not as stable as you thought it was. And a lot of you, it could have happened at a shocking moment, a very sudden moment, a sudden decision because you decided to take leadership. And a lot of you disassociated yourself from a lot of friends. It don't necessarily have to be a lover. It also could have been family members. Now we have relationship harmony, which is we angels are opening up the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Now, a lot of people still feel like they need closure for whatever reason. Okay. And for me, people who feel like they need closure to agree to be okay still with the other person, somehow I look at that as a way of a person still wanting to not let the other person think bad of them when departing or separating from a relationship or friendship, leaving a job. Well, I don't want my coworkers and my ex-boss to think I'm a bad person, so I'm gonna go and talk to them. Who cares how somebody still see you after the fact? Okay. But a lot of people feel like if they get closure in a situation, that's going to make the transition or the transformation easier. That, once I get closure, I'm not going to think about that person anymore. It's all called clearing and purging. It's not about closure. Okay. And some of you may be hesitating because before taking leadership for yourself, holding up your own growth and expansion that needs to happen for you and in your life and in your resources and in your surroundings, because a lot of you could have had more prosperity sooner, but you didn't take leadership. And leadership means to take charge over yourself, not necessarily a situation. Okay? Nobody owns you. So you have to take charge and take leadership over what you want, to go after what you want, what's best for you, not what's best for how somebody else sees you. Because that was the learning and teachable lesson that some of you also are coming from. We have strength again at the bottom of the deck. Yesterday it came out in reverse. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you stronger or strong and courageous. Seem like I'm running out of room. Stronger and courageous. Okay, so let's put you some cards down. And Mars is going to keep giving you that strength to take action. Okay, Mars is a planet of war. So some of you also may be, now it may not be you, but it could be the other person that also may come back to you in an aggressive way. Because I wasn't going to talk on this, but this is why with Rahu and Mars in Rahu and Taurus, I'm sorry. This is part of the reason, or some of the reason, why we have been having and seeing a lot of aggressive action when it comes to a lot of shootings, when it comes to a lot of the earthquakes and things like that we have been having lately. Remember that Rahu and Ketu don't move but every 20 years. Unlike the rest of the planets that moves more often. Okay. So the last time that Rahu and Ketu moved was 2002. 2002. And that's the truth. Yes, it is the truth. Ace of Swords. So some of you are going after what you want now. Now, it may not be today, but you're gathering the courage and the strength and the willpower here, okay, to do that. You're starting to see. You're starting to have even more undying love for yourself, which is what you need first, versus then how much you love somebody else, okay? You're always going to have love for that person, for that situation, but you also started to realize that you have to put yourself first. You're seeking growth. You've grown. You're not the same person that you were when you entered that relationship. Seven of Swords. So you're learning also not to self-sabotage yourself. And some of you may feel like, okay, am I sneaking away from this relationship or situation? Am I avoiding this undying love, or this emotionally how you feel that it's an undying love situation for you? So are you self-sabotaging it? No, you're not. You're taking charge and leadership. Okay. Your next card is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Like I say, a lot of you are still working on your transformation, or you're not knowing that you need to do a transformation, or understanding that you are going through a transformation. Okay. And the Strength card is here to show you, to give you that strength and the courage to fall through with this transformation. Allow things to fall off, allow things to clear and to purge, because that's the only way that you're going to get growth. That's the only way you're going to get growth. The Three of Wands in reverse. Some of you also are starting to recognize that in your situation, whatever it is, you don't see the fruition of it anymore. You didn't see the growth in the situation. You didn't see the growth in a relationship. You didn't see any growth in dating that person. Or if, for some of you, even married to that person. King of Cups in reverse. So some of you also, and that's why probably I brought up about closure. King of Cups in reverse is that somebody, either you or them, with the Moon card over here, somebody is acting very manipulative when it comes to their emotions, feeling, and love. They have not been showing it. They have not been exuding it. They're holding it back, not expressing it. Okay. They also, it can be this other person is not coming towards you at this moment. They also could be delayed in traveling. I feel that this other person does recognize this past life relationship with you, but the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, they do not want to work on it anymore. No growth in over 4 years. Yeah. So this is why this could be you, Seven of Swords. And it's also this other person that they lied, they cheated. They also probably stole money from you or manipulated money in a situation from you. They also self-sabotaged the undying love that you had for them in your relationship at the time by the different things that they did. Not expressing love, not being in love the correct way, not showing or exuding love, not expressing it, however, okay? And the truth is that a lot of you do not want to reconsider, of course. Now, like I say, I don't pick the readings, I just read them out. But this is why you already took leadership. You went your own way. You have gained more growth and expansion. Some of you also may have already gotten remarried or is thinking about getting remarried with Jupiter over here. And for a lot of you, it can be too, around these full moons, you do get nostalgic and you do think about that person because they did have your heart. No matter how much everything you went through with that person, it was a learning lesson for you. But the point is, did the other person learn anything? And that's not up for you to decide if they did or didn't. And also, if they didn't, that's not your fault. Go ahead and walk away as the Seven of Swords here. You also have experienced and gained a lot more friends. It could be you are up and open to talk and to make new friends now for your future. And it's all about you just really accepting the blessings that you feel that by doing the right thing and doing things for yourself now, and things that you want, you're gathering up the strength to complete that or to go after that. Because for some of you, maybe you never done something like that before, which was take time for yourself and to do something for yourself now. And a lot of you will start to get your wish and dreams and fulfillment to happen for you, but you got to take the initial step. Okay. Bottom of the day, look at there. See, Emperor. That's you, Poppy. That's you, Poppy. Like I said, some of you is on the way to marriage here. And again, like I said, with Jupiter here, dealing with that other person, they was holding up the person that was supposed to be your wife or your husband, because you did not take leadership and take charge and walk away, and to quit self-sabotaging your growth and expansion for your proper person to come in. They was blocking the way. That's why you had to transform. That's why your whole life had to transform, your whole situation. Some of you moved as taking charge and taking a initial step to freedom. But now you've learned who to associate yourself with. Look at that. The wheel and the dolphins came out. Yeah, because you are now seeking or getting more peace, harmony. You are even being more helpful to your own self. You are learning also through effective communication. Some of you also may meet somebody who knows how to communicate, who knows how to express love. And you're very much more playful. The humor side of yourself, you're happy. Okay. Fun, joy, also collaboration is here. So some of you, like I said, you could meet an emperor, or for some of you, an empress. Okay, if you're a masculine, somebody that's going to be more fun, somebody who's very peaceful and Zen, I meant to say. Okay, somebody also that's very much more helpful. The emperor always is a person who does right for everybody and for a situation. Somebody also, this emperor or empress, can be a type of leadership person, somebody who has a manager, a CEO, an entrepreneur type job. Also probably could work for the government, or also some type of religious community or building or structure. The emperor always continues to make plans for the future. And that's exactly what Jupiter is. This person knows how to communicate. And see, we got Jupiter here in reverse and Jupiter over here. So in reverse means that this is the person that's coming in for a lot of you, which is, like I said, your transformation is your karma. Okay. You changed your karma from the karma that you were dealing with from this past life person to the karma that you have to experience now with somebody new. But this karma is going to be a much more peaceful one, a sense of more harmony, better communication, playful more days. You can joke and laugh and play with this person. Okay. So this is a new cycle that a lot of you will be entering into soon. Now, Jupiter does go into Aquarius, I believe, April the 8th. This is why we keep seeing Jupiter. Sometimes I'm so slow, y'all. All right. So, like I said, leadership. Take charge over having and doing something fun for yourself. However it is for you and however you want to do it safely. You can be in your own neighborhood and go play tennis or go take the kids out and do something. Okay. Take them hiking. It's more than one beach in the world besides Florida. Okay. Because I see water here. You may have a own pool in your backyard. But what I see here also is that you may meet somebody on a trip. If you already met somebody, this could be a trip that you and this person could do. I see some of you are also going to be able to take off work, you and this person, because the other situation is over. And this is your rebirth. Okay. Something more very passionate. You're going to be wanting to be very much more focused and determined on this. This other person can be a fixed sign, or you can. So that's Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. And I already got Aries here, which me is for Mars. Okay. And or Capricorn. Now, resourceful. So I feel what helpful also here, you're going to be able to take leadership over your own resources, however that's going to be for you. So that could be money coming in, or you're purchasing some things as a emperor here for your home, for your structure. You may be thinking about renovating. You could be thinking about buying a business or buying products, signing some type of new contract or agreement. Because also remember that the wheel is marriage. So some of you may propose or think about proposing to somebody. Now, someone of you also could be a little bit more possessive and very sexual. So this can be you ending a sexual cycle about yourself and wanting to only be more playful and happy, and probably just to date. Okay. So this could be effective communication that you are wanting to get across to somebody right now, that you just want to have fun. You're not really looking for something serious, but make sure you tell this emperor that. Okay. Be very effective in communication with this emperor, because the emperor makes choices and they're like a boss. Okay. They take charge over their home, their money, their lifestyle. And if you just want to have fun or something like that, let that person know, because the emperor does things for their future. And if you're not planning on being part of their future, let them know up front. Okay. And vice versa. All right. So your next card is the Lily. See, being and getting established, having that ambition. You already have the experience, but now you are developing something new, which is a new cycle in your life. And you're going to be able to achieve it. And like I was just telling you about longevity with this emperor up here. This person and sexuality, this person and you are very mature. So an emperor is usually somebody that is older. But nowadays we have a lot of emperors that are young entrepreneurs, young people that are becoming millionaires at an early age, right? So, like I said, your maturity level, growth and expansion is what you're seeking to do now. Some of you also are feeling very sexual and just want to play. So make sure you're very careful with that, because like I said yesterday, March, April, and May are very much fertility months. Okay. And your last card is, yes, the Metamorphosis. Time to be open, embrace change. That word again, evolution of your soul, and to reinvent yourself. Transformation. You got all these butterflies keep coming here. So again, what it's saying to you is you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. You are coming out of your metamorphosis. It's time to open up as the butterfly now. And embrace this new change. You moved on, growth and expansion. The new evolution of your soul is that you have reinvented yourself, whether you felt like you have or not. A lot of you did take charge of the situation and ended something, the death card here. Okay. And as you did that, you also gained growth and expansion, because it made you even more mature. Some of you could have been just in a sexual relationship and you ended that because you were looking more for something stable, something marriage for the future, to have children and establish a home. And you escaped the Seven of Swords. Some of you also may have been in a third party situation and didn't know you were being cheated on. Okay. And this is where you came from the evolution of your soul, that once you found all of that out, because 8th house of Scorpio is secrets, okay? And once you found all that out, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, you stopped working on the situation. You stopped waiting on the person. You didn't manifest them anymore to stay into your life. A lot of you, this Ace of Swords, and hey Linda, and also the Ace of Swords in reverse, you stopped talking to this person. You didn't want to reconsider. Okay, some of you still wanted a peaceful resolution. Some of you still wanted a peaceful resolution. For some of you to still play around, to sneak around with this person. Okay, but that still ended because the karma had to change. In order for you to be as reinvented to who you need to be for your future, that type of karma could not continue to go on. Okay, so because the King of Cups in reverse, it started to become love that is manipulative, and love is not meant to be manipulated. Okay, whether you were doing it or the other person was doing it to you, that's not fair and just. That's not a blessing. That's not good fortune. That is also bad karma, right? And some of you just stayed that situation because you wanted relationship harmony. But pretty much with the relationship harmony card coming out, the argument and the conflict is resolved. So don't keep thinking about you need closure and all that. Move on with your life. Bottom of the deck, we had the cross to come out last night for Stagner. Stagner, maybe this is your synchronicity here, okay? Your destiny, spirituality, divine guidance, trials and tribulations, necessity, conviction. Like, say what you mean. Have conviction, okay? It's your duty now to go through this reinvention of yourself. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me cut my phone off. Okay? And fate. I got fate like 3 or 4 times on this table. Okay, so your fate is changing. Let me throw you out an ending card. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Let me throw out something. Let me see. Okay, let me use these. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Miss Natural. Ooh. Look at her. Told you. It's coming. Yep. Fate, destiny, spirituality, divine guidance, those trials and tribulations that you went through, okay? All of that is the end of your karmic cycle now, okay? So I love to see that. I think this is like the Lovers or maybe the 2 of Cups in this deck. But that's what we want to see, boo-boo. Kitty. Yes. Some of y'all don't believe, but what did I tell y'all all of last year? 2021, you equal it up. It's the 5th house of Leo. I said, y'all going to be meeting somebody. You're going to be, at your own discretion, going out, having more fun. Okay, where the little dolphin card at? Going out, having more fun. You're going to be meeting somebody. You got Poppy coming in. The Emperor. And look there. Y'all seen I put the deck down. I didn't even move it. Who is that? The Empress. I told you. This person that you're meeting or already met, okay, or some of you have already met somebody. You see this person as the Empress, but maybe you have not took charge or said anything or took it to that next level yet. But for some of you, you are more mature in age. Okay, and you're ready to do longevity. You're really ready to develop something more, and you're gaining more every day. The ambition to become the emperor and the empress. Okay, to be more established here. Emperor and empress is maturity. Correct? That's why your metamorphosis says here, it's time to be open for this, to embrace the change, the evolution of your soul. You have already started reinventing yourself when you went into the cocoon as the transformation. A lot of you, even if it was several years ago, okay, when you death card ended that other situation, you went into that cocoon, right? You started also, because you started become more passionate for your own self, that this is what I want for my future. I am the empress. I'm transforming. For some of you, I deserve to be a wife to somebody, not a playful sexual object. I also do not deserve to be treated like a Seven of Swords. I deserve a caring connection. Okay. So again, the wheel is here. Remember, y'all, the wheel is masculine energy for husband, the emperor. Okay. So that old cycle has ended. It's new destiny. You got destiny here like twice. Fate, karma, a new cycle, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicity. Synchronicity for you, Stagner, because you got this cross twice in 2 days in a row. Luck of the draw. Fate. Yeah. Okay. It is time for you to challenge the status quo. And a new opportunity is coming. It could be a business offer. It also could be a business partner. Okay. You're having new hope. You're starting to see new hope that, yes, I can own my own business, that I can take lead. Because remember, you only got leadership here too. That is what an emperor is. A lot of you won't really see or understand or feel this conviction until Mars go into Aries. Okay, it's over there in Taurus, right? But you're gonna get a clearer vision. Okay, and also your perspective is yours about the past, about the here and now, and what do you want for your future. Okay, you have to be open to it. You got to be open. Let me get your other cards. I hate when my cards get all thrown everywhere. Okay, caring connection. The self-sabotaging is over. Okay, y'all can't keep running away from everybody thinking that they're going to be a repeat of your ex. That is not how Source made you or made your destiny or your future. Okay? Stop running away from everybody that may want a caring connection for you, because you can't be you that keeps self-sabotaging everything. But you blame it and put it on the other person. So you also, like we had the moon card here, are you understanding, okay, your shadow side of yourself, or why you went into the cocoon of the transformation in the first place? The shadow side of a moon is you facing your own fears. And a lot of you facing your own fears is that you keep running away from people because you don't want to get involved. Okay? You scared of being lied. Everybody gets scared of being lied, cheated. Okay? But you have learned with growth, expansion, and wisdom and experience now. You know the clues. You also know to take it slow, to ask certain questions, to take it to a certain point and stop it, and then move on with yourself. Quit self-sabotaging yourself that everybody you meet, you want to automatically be in a relationship with them. That's what got you here in the first place. Okay? No, you don't have a relationship with everybody you meet. And if you have learned that as experience from your past, yes, a lot of you would be much better off right now. What is that? Indecision. So you're at a mental crossroads about, are you ready to open up? Okay. Are you ready to open up? Yeah, Linda, I used to push them away too. Well, yeah, a little bit. But you know, me as a aqua, I can get very detached quickly. So I could be like, okay, hey, you want to date? Whatever, okay. But okay, I don't feel like being bothered no more. So a lot of times I didn't rush to be in a relationship. Because I always was kind of like a loner. So I didn't mind being alone. I didn't really have to be in a relationship. It's some women in this world that they feel like they have to stay with somebody and be in a relationship to make them feel worthy. And it's not true. You feel worthy by your own loving your own self. And that's where you start at. And this is why a lot of you also is going through this transformation to relearn how to love yourself first. Okay. And when you're completing that, then you can have a more complete relationship. And then you will notice the signs of when the person that you're choosing to be in a relationship with, if they're not doing the same thing for their self as you were doing for you, then you know that this person is a taker. Not just financially, but they're a taker when it comes to manipulating in love. They are a taker when it comes to romance. They gonna end up sneaking around, lying. Okay. But you've seen and learned all that now too, because you have gotten older. Okay, maturity. Now, for some of you, even if you're young, your maturity level has changed too. Some of you have been in abusive relationships at a young age. Okay, we have all different type of paths. Look at there, blossom in abundance. Bottom of the deck is deceit in reverse. Just like I said, no more deceit. You're not deceiving yourself, and you're not going to let anybody else deceive you either. Okay, I love y'all so much. And I will see you tomorrow. We got a new moon. Now, I keep saying a new moon. We got a full moon coming up on a couple of 3 days, right? So we're gonna do that. And I think sometime this weekend I may go on live and show my face and may have $5 questions. Okay. Male, Libra, Venus, Scorpio, you sent me a donation, or either you paid for your reading yesterday. I didn't, well, that's my fault. I didn't look on my scheduler to see if you booked a reading. Okay, so you can leave a comment up under one of the videos when you see this, or you can go ahead and book a reading, or I don't know if it was a donation. So either way, just let me know, or you can let me know by the weekend. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.